everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you my Sephora VIB sale haul. And this has to be one of the biggest hauls I have ever done on my channel. Seriously, like I got my order in and I saw everything that I bought and I thought, what the heck? I must have blacked out when I checked out. Like I must have just put everything in my cart. Well, I did. I put everything I wanted in my cart, and then instead of like being a practical shopper, I must have just blacked out and hit checkout. So I'm going to share with you everything that I got. I'm going to share with you a couple of first impressions because I haven't had this long. I've used a few things here and there, and I'll share with you like my initial thoughts on the product, and then be looking in the future months for more in-depth reviews on these products because I got a lot of stuff. It's going to take some time to go through. And then of course, April and May hits and misses are going to have a lot of these products as well. So for more in-depth reviews on these products, be sure and hit that subscribe button down below so that you get follow-up videos on all of these products. Also, I am so excited to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away one $50 Sephora gift card. It will be an electronic gift card, so it will be emailed to you, and since I am doing the drawing on Sunday the 22nd, you will have one full day to use that gift card during the sales. So be sure and stay tuned to the very end of the video, and I'm going to discuss all the details of the giveaway. Alright, so I'm just going to get into all of these goodies I picked up from the sale. So I told you in my wish list video that I was on the hunt for a new BB cream or tinted moisturizer, something of that type, because my holy grail Dior Nude Skin BB cream was unfortunately discontinued. So I had a bunch in my cart that I wanted to try, and then I asked for your recommendations, and so many of you gave me good recommendations that I just started adding so many of those to my cart, and seriously, before I knew it, this is what happened. I purchased so many foundations, BB creams, skin tints, tinted moisturizers, like, I don't know what I was thinking. This is a crazy foundation haul. So obviously I haven't had time to use all of these. I think I've gotten to use 3 of them. So I'll give you like a very brief first impression of those, but I'm going to be swatching them all for you. So I picked up 2 actual foundations, and the first one is the Sunday Riley The Influencer. And this is a brand new foundation. I've seen a lot of people haul this in their videos because it is brand spanking new. It came out like 2 days before the sale. So it's a clean, long wear foundation, lightweight feel, satin matte finish, and medium to full coverage. I did wear this yesterday. I do think it is a good medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full, but it does say that it is buildable. It does have a lightweight feel, and I got shade 110. The description says it is very fair with pink undertones. Now you can see in the swatch, it definitely seems to have more of a yellow undertone than pink. I did wear it on a day before I did any self-tanning, and it was a really good match for my very, very fair skin. I was actually very pleased with Sunday Riley that they came out with a very fair foundation. Then the next foundation I picked up was the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation, and I picked this up in the shade Light Ecru number 12. I picked up this shade in hopes that it would be a good match for when I do self-tan. I went with this one because it is supposed to be a neutral undertone, but you can see here that it is incredibly yellow. It is so yellow that I don't think I'll be able to use it at all. So I think I'm going to send this one back and try a different shade because this one is just going to be way too yellow whether I am pale or whether I have self-tan. This is definitely not a neutral undertone to me. Then I picked up 2 different skin tints, and both of these were recommendations by subscribers. The first one is the Make Up Forever Ultra HD Perfector Blurring Skin Tint, and this one has SPF 25. And I was really disappointed with this shade selection in these. I got number 3, which is the lightest that they have. This was the lightest that they offered, and it is Golden Vanilla. All of their shades are actually, they say warm or golden, so they're all like a yellowy, warmer undertone. And I have cool pink toned skin. I haven't got a chance to try this actually out on my face, but it is very smooth. And I can also tell that this is going to be the sheerest of the formulas that I picked up. Then the other skin tint is the Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint, and this has SPF 15. And vanilla is supposed to be light with cool undertones. And this was my best match for a very fair skin tone in all of the BB creams and skin tints. It's the lightest one that I picked up. Unlike the last skin tint, this one is actually incredibly thick and it has a lot of coverage. I did wear this one day, and what I can say about it is that it just kind of felt heavy because it is so thick. It kind of had a heavy feeling on the skin. It kind of sat on top of the skin instead of melding with it. But that was just my first impression. I only got to wear it one day, so I'm going to be working with it a little bit more. But it definitely has a lot of coverage for what is considered just a skin tint. This one is actually an old favorite, and I have a really old video on it actually. It's the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer SPF 30. But I revisited this one because they have a new shade. I actually don't know how to pronounce this shade. Terra Nuve. It is Light Zero. And so I wanted to revisit this because I loved it so much years ago. And then I wanted to see what the shade Zero was all about. Unfortunately, this is not a shade Zero to me. This one also claims to be lightest with neutral pink undertones. And this also definitely pulls a little bit yellow to me. You can see from the swatch that it definitely doesn't look pink. It has a yellow tint to it. So I don't know why they said it has neutral pink undertones. I think it has neutral warm undertones, but I have yet to try this one on my face as well. Then the last two I picked up are BB creams. One was on my wish list, the Guerlain Lingerie Depot BB cream. It's actually what I have on my face right now. I tried it for the first time just like 30 minutes ago when I did my makeup. And I got this one in the shade Light. They do not have very many choices on shade selection. It's definitely too dark for me when I have not self-tanned, but I self-tanned last night, and this was a really good match for me when I do that. So Light is definitely on the darker side for very, very fair skin tones, but I plan to use the BB cream in the summer, so the darker shades should be fine. The first thing that I noticed when I swatched this was that it was incredibly buttery and creamy. You can even see in the clip that it just looks buttery, creamy, and just a luxurious feel. And it definitely has that feeling on the skin as well. It blended out so beautifully. Of course, like I said, I've only had it on for 30 minutes, so I can't even give you a first impression, but I like the shade. It seems to have more of a neutral undertone, and it's going to be a good shade for me in the summer. Then the Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm. That one's really hard to say. Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm was also a recommendation from a subscriber, and there's even fewer shade selection in this one, so I got light to medium, which I knew that I would have to self-tan with. There is no way that I'm ever considered medium. This one has definitely a very odd undertone. I think it does lean a little bit more pink. It's not warm at all, but it kind of reminds me of like a contour color. It's very cool toned, and I have yet to try it on my face, but it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like all blended out on the face. This one also is very creamy and looks like it's going to have a lot of coverage for a BB cream. Then I picked up just a few makeup products because I definitely went hog wild on all of the foundations and BB creams. So I picked up two lip products. The first one is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Liquefied Lipstick in the shade Eclair. I got this from my wish list, and I'm wearing it on my lips today. It's just a wonderful, rosy, soft rose color that is perfect for the spring and summertime. I just really love this formula, and I'm excited to have a new soft pink color to add to my collection. Then I wanted to try the new Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses, and I picked up the shade Rapture, which is a rosy mauve color. And I knew that this one was going to be sheer from the swatches online, and it definitely is a very sheer lip gloss, but I love this particular color being sheer. It's so perfect for no makeup days when you don't have anything on your face but you want to put something a little hydrating on your lips. It's also perfect for no makeup days when you have very minimal makeup. This is the perfect sheer, your lips but better color. And this really is plumping and hydrating. It seriously filled in all my fine lines, made my lips so much plumper. It has a nice cooling peppermint sensation, but it's not as intense as the Buxom lip glosses. It reminds me a lot of that, but it is not nearly as cooling and intense. The formula is not sticky at all. It is incredibly long lasting for a lip gloss. And the only thing I will say is that it kind of felt goopy at times on like the inside of my lips, but it definitely was not bad enough to turn me off from this product. I was pretty much in love from the first time I used it. I've been keeping it in my purse and wearing it nearly every day since I've had it, and I definitely want to pick up another shade, possibly the Naked shade. So this one went in and out of my cart a lot because it is so expensive for a bronzer, but it is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and I got the shade Nude Bronze Light. I went ahead and just bit the bullet because I wanted to try it for forever, and so now is the time to try things, and then if you don't like them, send them back. Sephora has such a good policy. But here's the shade Nude Bronze Light. This one is for very fair complexions, and I definitely wanted to try this one because So many bronzers are so warm tone, they just do not look good on fair skin tones. This one, however, reminds me of a contour shade. I have it on today, not very heavily or anything, but it's definitely more of a cool toned bronzer, and it doesn't pull orange or warm on me whatsoever. So I definitely want to play around with it a little bit more, but this is a good option if you absolutely hate orange tone bronzers, or possibly if you're looking for a good contour shade. Definitely look into this one. And lastly for makeup is the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. Now I know these are hugely popular, and I've seen everyone use the glitter ones, and they are absolutely gorgeous, but I know that I would not use a glitter shadow very often. I'm a very minimal type of makeup person, and then when I go out, okay, let's just be honest, I don't go out very much. So I knew that I wouldn't get a lot of use, even though they're absolutely beautiful. But the shimmer ones really intrigued me because I think that they can be sheared out a lot and worn all over the lid. And so this is what I have on today, all over my lids, just kind of sheared out. And you can put it on a little thicker, or I mean just layer it up, and it really gives a fulled appearance. But if you shear it out, it just gives a really pretty shimmery wet look. And that's what I love. I think this is going to be so beautiful in the summer, just to give your lids a really shimmery, wet, dewy look. The formula was really easy to apply, and I think I'm really going to enjoy this. Also, the shade is just really universal and beautiful, and just really good for all over the lid look. Next, we're moving on to skincare, and the first thing from my wish list was the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, and this is SPF 40. This is a completely clear, scentless sunscreen that you're supposed to put on as a base layer underneath your makeup. It says that it smooths the appearance of pores, grips makeup in place, and leaves a velvety, soft finish. So it definitely sounds like it is supposed to be used like a primer, and that is exactly the type of feel that it has. It has that very silicone-y primer feel. So if that is not your thing, if you hate that feeling, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the silicone primer feel. But the fact that this is SPF 40 sunscreen and completely undetectable, it really draws me in, and I cannot wait to try it. I have yet to wear this because I've been wearing some of the new foundations, and I don't want to use a new product underneath it that would change my opinion of the foundation. So I haven't been wearing any type of primer lately. Then I just happened to stumble upon this one. This is the Waso Shiseido Color Smart Day Moisturizer with SPF 30 sunscreen. So this is one of those Color Smart moisturizer sunscreens, in that it is white, and then when you rub it in, it releases the pigments, and supposed to be a universal shade. This one was also very intriguing to me for no makeup days. The fact that it is moisturizer and SPF 30 sunscreen, but adds just a little bit of tint to your face to maybe even it out just a little bit. Hopefully this works great for that. Since it is supposed to be universal, obviously it is not going to work for everyone. This is not for deeper skin tones. I would say this is not even going to work for medium skin tones. It is fair to light skin tones only. So that's really unfortunate for this product. And even then, I don't know how it's going to work on the face. It has a very pinky orange undertone. So I'm curious to see just how sheer this is on the skin, and see if it really blends in and helps become more of a universal shade. The Sephora Coconut Water Hydrating Mist. I got to use this one time. I had just come home from the gym. I was completely barefaced. I hadn't worn makeup all day, and I was hot and my face was red, and so this is supposed to be a soothing coconut water and hydrating mist. When I sprayed it on my face, it kind of stung a little bit, and it was very uncomfortable feeling after that. So definitely not a soothing experience. I found it made my skin more uncomfortable. It kind of had this weird tight feeling to it. Like I said, it stung a little bit, so I was not a fan of this from the first try. Now this mist is very fine, you can see, but there's a lot of that fine mist, so it definitely made my face very wet. This is not something that I would wear over makeup. I said I wanted to get this for by the pool, like refreshing and cooling off and hydrating the skin. It would be fine for that if you weren't wearing any makeup, but I think it's too wet to wear over makeup. This was really not impressive at all. My trusty L'Occitane Shea Butter Hand Cream. Love this stuff. I forgot to mention this with the sunscreens, but this is the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection Spray for face and body. This one is SPF 50. This is the one I talked about in my wish list video. I pick up one every single summer. I can't sing the praises enough of this, and I did want to show you the spray on this one. I said that it was extremely fine, so fine that you don't really even have to rub it in. Hopefully you can see that. Super fine. It says for face and body, so I know that it can be used on your face, but I do not use it on my face because it tends to burn my eyes. So I usually wear a lotion type sunscreen on my face instead of the spray, but the spray works so good for the body. I got the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Oil, and I have used this for, what is it, maybe 3 nights in a row now. And my first impressions on this, I know this sounds funny to say it's a cleansing oil, but it feels very oily to me, very greasy. My last cleansing oil did not feel that way. It was a much thicker cleansing oil. It didn't feel greasy on the skin, and it emulsified and washed away very easily. Unfortunately, my favorite is discontinued. So I was trying this one out, and while it did emulsify and eventually rinsed off, it seemed like it took a lot of rinsing to emulsify all of it and to get it off. So to me, that's just too much work to get this stuff off. So I'm going to be sending this back. And a lot of you mentioned the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cleansing Oil. I've loved that one in the past, so I may have to revisit that one. That one is a more thicker consistency if I remember correctly. So I'm either going to pick up that one, or my holy grail cleansing oil was the Dior. So I may just pick up the new version and see how it compares to my favorite one. I did go with the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy Overnight Balm. The reason I went with this eye cream is because, number one, it was fairly inexpensive compared to all the other eye creams that I looked at. Another reason is that I did not want to wear an eye cream during the daytime, and I liked that this one was specifically for overnight. So I knew that it was going to be thick and hydrating. Another thing that I loved about this one is that it says you could apply generously to the entire eye area, including the upper lid. So I didn't want to have to be careful with my eye cream. A lot of them just say to use it on the orbital bone right here. I wanted to be able to slather it all over the eye. And so this one has been very gentle, and I haven't had any reactions to it initially. So my last skincare purchase was a very spur-of-the-moment product, something I didn't even have on my radar. And I have Kathleen Lights to blame for this. And yes, I say blame because this was expensive. This is the Tatcha The Essence, and it is a plumping, hydrating essence water. She had this in her items worth splurging on recommendations video, and so I'm going to trust her on that. It has a wonderful dispenser on it. You're not supposed to put this on a cotton pad. You're supposed to dispense it directly into your palm and then splash it on your face with your fingers. So this dispenser is really nice. It doesn't come out very fast. It just drops it really slow. Just one drop at a time, really. So that's really nice. You're not going to waste a lot of product. I just wasted 2 drops in my hand, and that's like $1 right there. So you're welcome. I just wasted $1 worth of this stuff to show you the dropper. My skin has just lost that youthful plumpness that it used to have, so this having plumping in the name really kind of drew me in, along with, of course, Kathleen's recommendation. Now we're on our last category, and that is hair and body products. I got the full size of the Alterna Caviar Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. I did finish up deluxe samples of both of these, and I really like the deluxe samples, so I didn't go in blind on the shampoo and conditioner. I know I'm going to like it, but when it came in, the packaging was what I was really pleased with. It has these little spouts on top. So these actually twist close and then twist open, and you just squeeze the bottle and it comes out that way. So I really like that you don't have to open a cap or a lid on these. It's just a nice little feature of the bottle. The IGK Jet Lag Dry Shampoo. This is my new favorite dry shampoo. I cannot get enough of it. So I'm excited to have a full-size bottle finally. This also went in and out of my cart just because it is more on the expensive side, and I didn't know if I really needed it. But I thought if I'm going to get a perfume, now is the time. I wanted to get another bottle of my signature Flower Bomb. My last one just was so old that it turned rancid. Since I don't wear it very much, the little petite size was just perfect. Then I got a new mesh case for my beauty blender. This is the Sephora one I talked about in my wish list. And I just wanted to compare it to my beauty blender version. It is a lot smaller, but it definitely looks like it's going to be big enough for a beauty blender. It's not going to be too small. So my beauty blender is wet, and it fits just fine in there. I just don't like them. I mean, see how the magnetic closure, oh, it's not even working right now. So I like that this one has a zipper. I got some more of my favorite hair ring. That is the Invisibobble, and this is the new slim version. And I want to show you the new slim compared to the power version, which is their strongest grip hair tie, and then their original, and then the new slim. So you can see it is a lot smaller and more tightly wound. I have been using this the past few days, and I find that it grips the hair so much better than the original version. It's almost like a tiny little power version. It really, because it's so tightly wound, has a really strong grip. I got the color Vanity Fairy, which I don't know what I was expecting it to be, but I wasn't expecting it to be rainbow. But this is kind of a metallic rainbow colored Invisibobble. So it's cute, it's pretty, but they have a lot of different shades to choose from, and I think I'll be buying these little versions from now on. And now I think we are on our very last product. That is the Saint Tropez Self Tan Purity Bronzing Water Mousse. And I tried this last night for the very first time, and first impressions are, this stuff is awesome. I bought it simply because it does not have a color guard, so I could sleep in it overnight, not get it all over my sheets and my comforter, and I don't have to wash it off within a couple hours or even the next morning. So I woke up this morning with a really good color. There are no streaks, no splotches. This one has a new scent to it. It's not like their original mousse. It's a light, like fruity tropical scent, and it's not very strong. It was really nice to go to bed and not be really heavily scented with Sunless Tanner. I also thought that they called this water mousse because it looks like water, but it's definitely a different consistency than their regular mousse. It is more of a foam, like a really light foam. It blends in so easily, it absorbs really quickly, and it just feels very light on the skin. It did not stay sticky for long either. So far with my first use, I am really impressed with this and really excited that I can just go to bed and not have to worry about it at all and wake up with a nice little bit of color. So that is it. That is my massive, huge Sephora haul. I cannot believe I went and got all of this. I kind of have like buyer's remorse a little bit, but at the same time, I am really, really excited to try all of this new stuff. So now for all the giveaway details, like I said, I want to give one lucky subscriber a $50 online Sephora gift card so that you actually have time to use it before the sale ends. And then if you don't want to use it for that, you can use it at any time. It's just going to be emailed to you. So this giveaway is open internationally. You just have to have a valid email address so that you can receive your gift card through email. So just be sure you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and then leave me a comment in the comment section down below telling me what is your #1 product that you would buy with the gift card. And that's all you have to do to enter to win. I am going to be drawing on Sunday, April 22nd at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then at 10 p.m. I will contact the winner in the comment section under their comment. And I will also send you a message through YouTube Messenger so that I can ask for your email address. And as soon as you get into contact with me, I will email you your gift card. And then you should have a full day to use it on Monday during the sale. So I just wanted to do this giveaway as a little thank you for all of my loyal subscribers. Thank you so much for spending time with me and for watching. Thank you so much for interacting. I love so much to talk with y'all. Thank you so much for the recommendations on my last wish list video. I love hearing from you and all of your favorites. And also, I am so close to hitting 4,000 subscribers. That is so exciting to me. I know that's such a small number on YouTube. 4 million is a large number now. 400,000 is a really good number. And 4,000 seems so small, but to me, I think about it like this. If I was in a room with 4,000 people that enjoyed watching my content, how big would that feel? How blessed would I feel to have 4,000 people in the same room as me that enjoy talking to me about makeup, that enjoy watching and interacting, and just enjoy the same things that I do. So to me, that is really special, and I want to celebrate. So thank you all so much for watching and spending time with me today. Happy shopping this weekend. I hope that you all pick up something really good at the Sephora VIB sale. I hope that you all have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.